Welcome back to the show. Many thanks for staying with us. And it's that time of the show where we hear from our correspondent. This week has been heavy on the campaign trail, with the two major political parties touring different parts of the country to convince voters ahead of the polls. We've also been tracking government's infrastructure website, where we brought to you stories from communities where these projects were either non-existent or ongoing. We'll touch base with all the reporters who brought us these stories. Let's start with the Bagre Dam. We begin from the Upper East region, where torrential rain coupled with the spillage of the Bagre Dam destroyed farmlands in the region, where here are some visuals from the affected communities.
I am a maize farmer. And for that matter, maize, I'm a farmer. I farm so many or variety of crops, such as maize, rice, millet, and I also rear animals such as hens and all that. And so you can see how our maize have been gotten spoiled. They are all rotten because of the what? This flood. So this one we are appealing to people who will come and assist us in order to be able to pay our loans, because we went to bank for the loans. We also contacted some people to help us. We equally use our other things to sell, to invest in our farms, and now all is gone because of this flood. And we are appealing to people to come and then assist us in order to repay our loan. Otherwise, we have nowhere to go. So it's our plea that governments will do something about it to save the situation. Otherwise, we are in the hot waters now.
It is sad that this is how our feed ends every year as farmers of Timonde. As you can see, my maize are not fully ripe for harvesting, but I have to, because if I don't do that, that will be the end of my hope for the farming season. As the Holy Bible says, where your treasure lies, that's where your heart lies. And so do we, the farmers of Timonde. This is the only fertile land we have. And though we have been cautioned by NADMO and other organizations not to farm near the river bank, but what can we do? We cannot live in hunger, because that's the only source of our livelihood. We don't only farm maize, we farm rice and granite. As you can see, all our granite we farm for the season have been submerged in the water. All the rice we farmed this year have also been swept away by the water. It's unfortunate, but what can we do? We are hoping that something better will be done from government and all meaningful organizations to help. I must acknowledge that this is a yearly event we do. Every year, TV3, they are doing their good job. They'll come around, they take coverage of what is happening. NADMO will also respond. Unfortunately for us, the response is not always as equal as the damage that the water causes with the people of Timonde, and that is very bad. We were told that the multi-purpose Borge Dam that is under construction would go a long way to help us. But 4 years is so long, because we must continue farming. That would be against the directive of NADMO and all those who wish us well as a community. So we are begging whoever will come to our aid to help. I know I'm not the only farmer. We have over 500 farmers in this community farming various crops, food crops. We farm maize, we farm rice, we farm granite, we farm soya beans, because this is the most fertile land you can find in the Upper East region. And we, the people of Timonde, will not leave anything unturned not to farm there, except there is a meaningful alternative to help us with our livelihood.
So let's get to Albert's story. He's been the man on the beat for us. Hello, Albert. Albert, you told the story in the course of the week. How are the residents there coping? We'll get back to Albert's story to tell us how the people are coping right there. But let's head to the OT region, where we are learning that the Roads and Highways Minister cut short for the deplorable roads in Kete-Krachi to begin. Take a look at this report, and we will get the update from Peter Seno, who joins us.
The OT Regional Minister, Kwesi Osuebo, at a press conference on 3rd January 2020 said Kete-Krachi town roads are part of critical roads in the region for which procurement process have been completed.
Several other motor roads in the region have been captured as critical roads, and their procurement processes for construction have been completed. These roads include Rajasikan, Kete-Krachi town roads, Damai town roads, and several feeder roads in the region.
6 months on, residents are yet to see any construction work on the town roads. Residents say they have been coping with dusty pothole-ridden, bone-tweaking town roads for years now. Some residents and road users have been speaking to Joynews. The nature of the road disturbs pregnant women anytime we pick them. The engine of the motor also breaks down frequently, and I spend on it. The road is bad. By the time you get to the hospital with a sick person, the condition is worsened.
The running is
and then I say how to say maybe a mommy and the road is bad. It disturbs us as parents and mothers. We are asking government to help fix the road for us. How are the bad roads affecting businesses in this COVID-19 era? Here is Alhaji Abdul Rahman, the owner of this tailoring shop just by the road. His machine, fabrics, and clothes of customers get dusty all the time.
It's not good.
It's not good. But you are a tailor.
Yeah.
How is it affecting you here?
It's affecting me much.
How?
And always, dust has been spoiling dresses. When I sew dust, and do spoil them.
And so how do your customers, do they complain?
They complain a lot. They complain a lot.
And this clothing shop.
See what I'm selling here. In case if any long vehicle pass here right now, you can see that the dust, it will just disturbing us here. And we can't do anything to protect it. We can't go and fetch water to,
pour on the ground.
Yeah, so we are pleading that the government should come and check how our road got.
Hastings Anani is the president of Krachi Youth Association. He says they are running out of patience, adding fixing the road or not will determine who gets their vote in the December polls.
Whoever is questioning regarding this will tell you that this is one of our major problems. Because when the cars move, what do we see? The whole town is covered with dust.
Peter joins us via Zoom. Peter, has there been any development since you told the story? Okay, it looks like Peter just got disconnected on me, but we'll certainly try and get Peter. But let's see if Albert is ready for me. Hi, Albert. Are you there? Can you hear me now? Well, Albert, sorry, brought us a story about the Bagre Dam spillage, and Albert is joining me to give us an update on that. Hi, Albert. How are the people coping? Okay, yeah, you can always expect some of these things. Essentially, we're looking at the stories that our correspondents covered for us over the week, and they're bringing us updates on what has been happening so far after they told the story. As you know, it's been a very thick moment on election campaigns. Albert is back on his seat. Albert, tell me, how are the people coping? Yeah, it does get frustrating sometimes like that. I'm sure that Albert can't hear me. He obviously seems like he's looking at me. But let's listen to the Roads Minister. That's going back to the OT region and what's been happening in the OT region. We'll get Albert to reconnect with us. Take a look.
That Nanda Adodankwa Kufuado, all these newly created regions, the 6 of you will be brought up to speed in terms of development. His Excellency the President has directed all of us, all his ministers, particularly the infrastructure ministers, say yes, or now the 6 newly created regions are infrastructure, Obia sector, up to be at par with the rest of the regions in this country. And Nadaruma, Mia Odimejnaho, Unyami, the President Nadaruma, Odimejnaho said, Minshare, acquiring Hunsem Emanuno. Yena, including myself, you're the President, and she shall know a year a Juma.
As a Roads Minister there, Peter Seno joins me from the region where the minister just spoke. Hello, Peter. Hi, Peter. I do see you. Go ahead and tell us what the latest is on that story of bad roads. We've seen that the minister has been there today. Tell us more. What's the latest?
Well, as we speak now, sod had been cut for the construction of 15-kilometer town roads in the KJB township, and then 10 of which is going to be asphalted as we speak, and then the 5 of it will be double layer bitumen surfacing. But the minister said that is going to be the beginning of road construction in the Kete-Krachi township, and more is yet to come. What the minister also did say is that there's going to be a construction of bridge across from Kete-Krachi to Adersu. From Adersu, you can cross to Bono region, and then Bono and then the Ahafo regions. And then between the Dambai and then the Krachi section, that is the Uti River, there's going to be another construction of a bridge. So 2 bridges have been promised the people of Kete-Krachi, one to Adersu and one between Dambai and Kete-Krachi. And so residents have been ecstatic, but they have been very happy about the development so far, that at long last, just yesterday we brought you the report of the deplorable nature of Kete-Krachi Township roads. In fact, they have been happy that at last something is going to be happening in the Kete-Krachi Township, that the roads in there is going to be seeing some, facelift. And they are very happy about the development.
Peter, thank you for that update, and sincere apologies to all our viewers, for the hitches we're having here and there. But let me connect with Albert Sori. Albert Sori is in the Upper East region. Albert has been following up on the Bagre Dam for us. Hi, Albert. I see you. I hope you hear me. How are the people coping over there?
Gifty. So it's a really, distressing situation for most of the farmers, especially those who are along the banks of the White Volta Lake. With the issue of Bagre spillage and these farmers, the only thing they can do every year is to count on their luck, which is to hope that rains don't come so much so that the dam has to be spilled to the extent to which it has been spilled this time around. Now, over the years, what NADMO has always been trying to do is to convince them not to cultivate, their crops along those lands that are close to the lake. But the issue also is that for most of these farmers, they do not have any other option. They do not have lands anywhere else. And so they keep coming back there to, grow their crops and hope that the rains don't come. Now, for others, what they usually would do is to start very early so that by the time it gets to this part of the year, they would have harvested what they have there. And so that is the situation. But this year, what has happened is that the dam was actually spilled, I think, 2 Fridays ago, more than 2 weeks ago, when the spillage started. At that time, the rains had not come heavily in this part of the country yet. So they were spilling the dam for almost a week and nothing had happened to their crops. But over the last 1 week, we've had the rains come consistently for so many days. And that has compounded the situation. And now these farmers, those of them in the Boku West area, the Talensi areas as well, who are close to the White Volta, have had their crops submerged in the water.
Albert, thank you very much. Next time we come to you, we'll certainly be getting more on what government said it was doing about that dam. There was some intervention going on there. We'll find out what has become of it. But let's head to the Upper West region quickly. We get an update on the NDC flag bearer, John Mahama, who has been touring the region. Mind you, we also had the vice president touring the parts of the northern region. But Rafiq is joining me. He's been following Mr. Mahama. Rafiq, what can you report? What's the latest?
As we speak now, the former President John Dramani Mahama is now heading to and which is located somehow the middle of the Upper West region. He's been here Tuesday night. On Wednesday, he started his campaign tour of the Upper West region. First following on the overlord of the Wala Kingdom, now for Sene City Pelfu. He also went to some suburbs and talk about the Yarana, the regional chief imam, and also the standards for rolling out of the municipality. One thing that the former president has been talking about has to do with abandoned projects. Remember, in 2016, John Dramani Mahama said that he was going to give the University for Development Studies an autonomous status, and because of that, several projects were were sent to University for Development Studies, awarded to contractors to work on hostels and also other facilities at the work campus of the university. And then he's saying that he's really worried and lamenting about the issue that the former president for now is saying that those projects has been installed. He's saying that should he be given a nod in 2020 is going to fix those projects. We also talk about the dilapidated, deplorable nature of the road between Wa, Tumu, and then Borga. And then say that that road is in bad condition. Should he be given a nod again, he will give the Upper West region some kind of a first-class road on that particular project. These are the things that are happening in the Upper West region. And so, but I can tell you that the turn-up in the Upper West region is massive. Wherever John Dramani Mahama goes, the people would love to see him. And even some of the places, they have to give a blockade and insisted that he has to address them. And even this morning, starting the journey yesterday around 9 a.m. in the one municipality and then ending around Zidi in the Sasala West, I can tell you that they came around, or the team came around this morning around 6 a.m. So for them, it was a good thing for them.
Rafiq, thank you so much for that update. As you can see, Rafiq is still on the road. So, yeah, he's still on the road. Rafiq Salam there, coming to us all the way from Wa, from our correspondent here on the polls.